On in 24 hours in Vegas.
Yeah. Was there yesterday morning? Got back this morning.
What were you up to? Doing some gambling?
March Madness. Shout out to Derry. He's about to have his third kid.
Nice.
He listens to the pod.
Shout out to Derry. What do you guys do? Like you and your group of friends just put together a Vegas? Because didn't you do another thing like this recently? Didn't you go to Vegas for a sports thing recently?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
In January.
You like planned it in the group chat and everyone just goes for
Yeah, we just do it. They're New York guys.
So they come from New York.
They came from New York. They were there Friday to Monday. So
that makes sense. I thought you were all leaving from LA.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was fun.
Any
Bachelor's
takeaways?
the new thing.
What is?
Bachelor.
It's like right when you're about to have your first, second, third, whatever, whenever you're about to have a child.
Yep.
So there's a lot of these like hustles. One hustle is a baby moon, which is a trip you do with your wife.
Right.
Pre-baby. Bachelor is what you do when you're about to have a kid as a father.
Right.
The people are just making up shit.
Yeah.
To be able to take a trip.
Reasons to leave their wives for a weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, right.
That's right.
Got
And their kids.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. I mean, whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I went for a night and a few takeaways. The recession's here.
What'd you see?
I didn't see anything.
Nobody
It
there?
was slow?
It was very slow.
Really?
I've been to March Madness 3 straight years. And the sports book at the Wynn, which typically is the busiest place on the Strip, was not that busy.
Yeah.
People weren't at the cage. People weren't betting.
What about the tables?
Light. I really felt it was light.
Yeah.
Like you really felt it?
I felt it.
And
'Cause
around March
I've
Madness.
been in Vegas for, obviously 20 years. This felt light.
Yeah. I believe it. I saw gambling revenue, I think in February, was definitely off. Everything was Super Bowl, obviously, is huge, and then generally pretty slow. And then I believe that Vegas really now thrives off shows. The conferences are all fucking slammed.
Yep.
Right.
And I think the things like, because you know why? The company is paying for it.
Yep.
But leisure travel is probably coming down. I saw a stat that I think I put in one of our topics. Click it real quick. Yeah, click. Can you click that? I just want to see if it's possible to see the actual link. But it basically shared that vacation planning has taken a huge dive. It's the lowest in 15 years if you exclude the pandemic. And so this chart basically is saying that like people on the leisure side have taken like huge steps to stop planning. And travel was one of those things that like coming out of COVID, we were like, there's no end in sight. But we finally are seeing it. Vegas is probably top destination in America.
Yep.
Like probably New York and Vegas gets the most tourism.
So I think Shop Talk is this week.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The airport was empty. It took me like 2 seconds to get to there.
What time is your flight?
Most people are going
10
tomorrow,
a.m.
I
flight.
think.
Yeah, I don't know. No one from Shop Talk is there yet.
I think everyone goes tomorrow.
Yeah. And that's not like it's not like a 100,000 person convention. It's probably I have no idea. I've never been, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's 100,000 people. So, and I think I do think,
I'll just tell you from a leisure standpoint, not the conference standpoint,
Yeah.
because I know the conferences
yeah.
are very.
How much was your room? Oh, you got it for free
No, $250
at the Wynn.
Encore. Yeah.
Encore. Yeah. That's bad. That tells you everything. Cause I haven't been able to stay at,
I mean, $250, you can't even.
nowhere in New York, LA can
Right.
get.
Right.
Well,
It was a great room. I had a living room. I had a bed. I had
Wow.
everything.
no, like you booked it on your own, not like a gambler
No,
booked
it was a hookup. Shout out to Meatball.
Okay, so
Meatball.
but is he a gambler?
No, you know who his brother is.
Yes, I know, but doesn't
Spaghetti.
mean that he gets a discount. Does he get? I want to know if it's because of gambling.
No, It's because who his brother is.
Okay, that's fine. That's different. But the fact that they gave you a big room means it wasn't busy
No, exactly.
because you should have gotten a shitty room.
And they thought I was staying Sunday night, and then they like figured it out and realized that I'm Saturday.
Yeah.
So the room wasn't booked.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's packed, the parks, because it's free. Can I tell you how crowded? This is exact opposite. I spent 10 hours this weekend at Pan Pacific Park.
That's where you do baseball?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I had to park 2 blocks away from the park.
Really?
And it was so slammed. It tells the story exactly.
Right.
People do not have money.
That's funny. Time to get back to the park.
Yeah.
Leave Vegas.
Find outdoors.
Go to Pan Pacific.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How was Runyon?
But
Runyon, I went to Runyon today for a run
Crowded?
and slammed.
Slammed.
you know what's
Free.
crazy is the minimums for the table games. I don't play.
Well, the win is insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there for something big recently. It was even higher. Like basic bullshit blackjack, $250 sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So what's Shop Talk?
Shop Talk is basically at like one of the largest e-commerce shows. So brands, software companies, everyone from Shopify to Google to every big brand shows up. And so like, a lot of people go to it.
It says 10,000 people attend.
Yeah, 10,000. That's not big enough.
Derry wanted me to give a shout out that they bought Walgreens.
I'm trying to. Now he's talking about it.
Yeah, he said, "Can you please give me a shout out?"
Yeah, because when I talk, I can't talk about it. Like, fuck you. It's a big deal, though.
Listen in the morning.
It is
It's
a big
$20
deal.
billion company.
Yeah, and they got it for 10.
They
It's
get
a
private,
They bought it
obviously.
for
That's
10.
what's
They
happening.
took it for private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sycamore is the beneficiary of all the opioid crisis.
Yeah, I said. I
Someone
told
had to.
Derry, I was like, "You're just to make poor people poorer."
Yeah, I
They
actually,
have 330,000 employees.
Yeah.
That's what he told me.
Really?
I actually think. I'll give you my hot take. If I think being in the CVS Walgreens business has the potential to be the best business if you evolve very quickly. So I'll give you my pitch. Not that they're going to do a damn thing I tell them to do. I think you got to elevate the brand selection. I think you got to go all in on wellness, GLP, peptides, fucking do it all.
It's Derry's deal, so you
Yeah.
can tell him.
Yeah, I'm
He's
telling him.
listening.
I'm listening. I'm telling you. I think this is their shot. I think the idea that like GLP and this like health movement is just LA and New York, it's bullshit. Everyone's on this shit all over.
Agreed.
I mean, when even like I'll see videos in TikTok of gyms in the Midwest,
Yeah.
packed
Yeah.
with people like meatheads. And I don't know what is that the term for women who are meatheads, meat girls,
Sheet heads.
sheatheads.
Yeah.
Like it is just insane. This health movement,
Right.
Even though it's not like visible, like when you walk through an airport, you're like, everyone's still fat as shit. But
Yeah.
like there are young people that are changing the way that they live. And I think it's going to spread. And I think if Walgreens goes and says, we're going to carry the creatine, we're going to carry the peptides, we're going to carry
I agree with that.
all of that wellness
Just
shit.
like a Dr. Huberman. They just do a Dr. Huberman collab.
An aisle, an aisle with all
Like
this shit.
Like how the
I'm
same
trying
way.
to sell nicotine to Walgreens.
Well, you're going the other way.
Well, nicotine's good. Nootropic.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's
You
got
have to change
Nicolas.
the
What's in your
perception.
pocket right now?
Nicotine, full of it,
Yes.
pouring out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good now. I think if I
Yeah, but I'm
like the
saying
same
is
way
you could
that
probably do what you're saying. A Huberman aisle.
the same way that what I'm saying is the same. You know how brands do like fake creative directors?
Yeah.
Like A$AP Rocky's now the creative director. They need to have Huberman be the curator.
Fuck, that's good.
You know,
All
Huberman
Walgreens.
did a 4-minute spiel on nicotine on his pod.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Bring
saying,
it
but like
in.
if he did everything where like
he should be the main buyer, head of buying for fucking
I know, but like
Walgreens.
you go and say, okay, we'll have your Doritos and Mountain Dew Code Red aisle, but we also have for people that are trying to improve their life. Like if you went in on wellness, I actually do not believe anymore that wellness is only an LA and New York thing and Miami
No.
thing. I think it's hitting the whole
I went
country.
to Best Buy the other day. They sell cold plunges.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
like little inflatable.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole area of like Theraguns and cold plunges and little sauna suits and all the
no, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
that's what they could do.
I mean, one of your employees is coming to my house tomorrow morning for a
The
cold
plunge.
before work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just for wellness.
That'd be the move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're underestimating. Like when you walk into a Walgreens or CVS today, it feels dated. Like they're not. Dude, you stop giving the NyQuil and this. Like let's expand the supplement aisle. Like why don't you sell Thorne,
Right.
Mary Ruth, like everything Mary Ruth and Thorne sell should be in Walgreens.
Well, we have the guy.
Yeah.
Well, he's listening, so just
Well, if
do
he
that.
doesn't, what they're gonna do is fucking cut that
Yeah.
330 to 260,
Yeah.
make a shit ton of
It's
cash,
fine.
and take it back public,
Yeah.
and look the other way.
Yeah. They're gonna Ozempic the fucking business.
They're
you know?
gonna
Cut
double
some
down on
fat.
alcohol and cigarettes.
Yeah.
All right. So what should we do? Right. I was just with him for 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's it.
What do we tell him?
That's
I
our
just
plan.
told him.
We just
What do
gave
you
the
mean?
blueprint.
Listen to
meaning
it.
like, how do we profit from it?
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
my point.
I don't think we do. I think we just get to say "I told you so" on the podcast.
Yeah. If you have excess
So
inventory,
Jerry's just gonna fuck us.
if you have excess inventory, I'll take some.
Doritos?
Yeah.
Can you
We sell a lot of
games?
grocery.
Can you sell games to Walgreens?
Yeah, we used to. Yeah, we used to sell games to Walgreens.
Yeah. If they
Hey,
bring
Jerry.
that customer back.
Jerry's got to step up.
Yeah.
So you want excess, you want games, and
I
I,
also
want
wanna bring-
nicotine.
I wanna bring
so those
Huberman.
are three things.
I
I
want
want to bring
Huberman
new
in
brands too. I want to bring new brands to Walgreens. I want to curate the new aisle.
It's his deal.
I want
I'm
Huberman.
aware.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
economy's fucked. I mean, might as well just get right into
Yeah.
the economy's fucked.
So
Travel's fucked. So, like, I mean, here's the question. I know we joke about it a lot. We've talked about this topic a lot. Are we fucked?
So here's my belief. My belief is we've been fucked. If you look at Q4
I know.
numbers from we're going to talk Nike in a minute. A lot of
Nike's
retailers had a
success.
horrible Q4.
Right.
Obviously, there's brands that did well, of course. Like
Always.
tons of brands did well. It always happens.
Yep.
But Q4 is actually a disaster. So that means January was trash. January is always trash.
Yep.
February is 100% trash. I think March will be okay. But I do think that the next 6 months is going to be really rough.
Don't you think Q1 earnings are going to be horrible?
I think it's going to be horrific.
Yeah.
I have consumer Q1 earnings.
Yeah, me too.
But why was Q4 positive?
It's fake. It's
Well,
not.
also, I will say what I'm still hearing is people aren't so broke that they're not still coming out like for the holidays and things.
Yeah.
It's just all this like in between time. Like Q1 is a good example of like other than Valentine's, you know, there's
no
not
reason
really.
to
Yeah, like
spend.
everyone's
I'm
tapped
telling you,
out.
like Vegas was so light.
Right.
It was crazy.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I think you're going to see.
And so even so a secondary, we went to the Miri store.
Yeah.
At the Wynn.
Yeah.
Or Encore, wherever
Yeah.
it is. And one of the sales guys, he knows
I know.
you know who he is.
Yeah.
And he's like, nightlife's done.
Nightlife.
Yeah.
Like the tables,
yeah.
excess, and
Well, look, I think,
and he was like, yeah, it's really slow.
yeah, and I think the piece to
I
that.
don't want to put names out, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. And I think the nightlife story tracks because I was out Friday with some of the younger Run Club crew guys, and
I saw you.
yeah, and they were telling me that like who's buying tables, and these guys in their previous life were buying tables at
Right.
clubs and out a lot. They're going to a casual bar now and whatever. I think like the inflation shit, the money's run out.
Yeah.
Most people don't have the money to like go and spend. The counter is that like the best places in LA and New York are fucking slammed. The
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Like when I go out in New York, I can't get a reservation anywhere.
But that will never
I'm
not-
asking,
I mean-
begging for favors. I need a res here. I need a res here.
Right. Is that ever not the case though?
Yeah, I agree. I think places like New York, LA, Miami, I hear Miami's still popping, like it's still very busy.
Right.
And I'm sure if you went to every city, the hot restaurant is slammed.
Yeah.
But I think spending $25,000 at the club, that shit's
Same
over.
way with shopping. I think the holidays are
Yeah.
still
Yeah, you have to spend.
and record numbers and whatever, but it's just that in between time is super. That's why I think Q1 we're going to learn so much because
It's the real economy.
yeah, it's the real economy.
Yeah, okay, there's no holidays.
Right.
There's no actual reason to spend any money.
And everyone just spent for the holidays.
Yeah.
So where do we really stand? I
Yeah.
think it'll be.
I'm telling you, Vegas is light.
Yeah. I
So
think.
the other good anecdote is it is spring break right now for kids across
Everyone's at
Southern
the park.
California.
Everyone just went to their local park.
And so we were trying to plan stuff, and I looked a few months ago, and everything was like ridiculous night minimum. Flights are expensive. Everything was too much. Now, we're not going anywhere, but I keep checking. The flights are available, like even to Cabo. Spring break Cabo is like Christmas.
Yeah.
Like for kids, like LA families go to Cabo.
Yeah.
There's flights available.
Yeah.
I saw 4 economy tickets. They're expensive, but they're available. They may eventually drop the price. The fanciest hotels, they're not maybe available, but there's plenty of hotels that are available.
Right.
And I think it shows that that to me is like a real indicator, because when it comes to like family, people just like fucking overspend.
Yeah.
When it's your kids and grandparents, all that shit's done. Park's going to be slammed.
The park is going to be popping for spring break.
Because it's free.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but even I booked my plane tickets a week before.
Yeah.
March Madness, I should not be able to book a ticket.
Yeah.
Everything was available.
Like our friend Matt, who passed, that he was an annual March Madness guy with his crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he, 20 years been doing March Madness.
Yeah.
It's like a thing. It's like a bachelor thing. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe I was able to get a ticket so easily.
yeah. I think even I looked, we were trying to do something, and then I was like, oh, I want to go skiing. And so then I start looking, I'm like, I'm just curious, how much did we go to Aspen? Are there even flights?
Yeah. It's free.
Every flight's available.
Yeah.
It's $800 for coach.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
expensive, but it's available.
Yeah. There's a ticket.
And by the
open.
way, every hot hotel is available.
Like the Little Nell.
Little Nell's available. Ritz available. All available. Not cheap, but it's available.
Right.
That is crazy.
They're holding price, but they can't book it.
They can't book it. And even I checked Salt Lake to go into Park City. Going to Salt Lake is cheap. Like, it's never expensive. It's like few.
You should go to Salt Lake,
The city or Park City?
Park City.
Yeah.
Our guy Ryan.
Yeah.
He listens to the pod.
Yeah.
He'll take care of your kids.
He'll teach them to ski?
Yeah.
Have your kids ever skied?
They've
No, he literally was like Secret Service for me.
Yeah.
On
And
the
you went on
Park-
you went on a weekend. It was busy.
Yeah.
If I go on a weekday,
Oh, he's
Your
your
kids
guy.
ever went on a snow trip?
we did. We've driven to Big Bear to go tubing.
Okay.
That's
I'm telling you,
That's pretty good.
call
That's
the
not a bad
favor.
thing.
Call
No.
the favor,
yeah,
Ryan.
yeah.
I bet Big Bear is probably like Pan Pacific right now.
No, skiing is too expensive now.
Even Big Bear, you
Dude,
can
you know how much
drive.
a lift ticket is? It's like $250.
Oh, but you can drive there at least. It's
Yeah,
like
you
no
can
one's
drive.
probably, Mammoth, you start to get
Yeah.
a little more
I
expensive.
mean, speaking of another trip that's coming up is Coachella. 2 weekends of Coachella. Stagecoach is coming.
Yeah, what's going
I was
on
trying
there?
to convince my wife to do Coachella. She said yes. And then all of her friends are doing Stagecoach.
Mm.
And then I ran into some friends last night at dinner, and I was like, they're in the event industry. And I was like, what are you doing? You go to Coachella?
Yeah.
It's like, I have to go for work, but like, I'm actually going to attend Stagecoach.
Right.
So like, I think our age group, there's quite a few people that are
Yeah.
attending
Are
Stagecoach.
you doing Coachella?
I'll probably go for Revolve,
So they have the festival, right?
Yes.
but not to the actual festival.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do Stagecoach the weekend.
Are you really?
I think I'm thinking about it.
Is Beyonce doing it?
Who's doing it?
Luke Bryan?
I'd probably go if you go. If you go, let me know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go because like I looked up houses, very different pricing,
Yeah.
Cheaper?
affordable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's Coachella pricing cheaper?
Yes, it is. I looked up. There's not a lot of inventory, but like, dude, you could get like, back peak Young and Reckless day,
I'm
we'd
telling
spend like
you.
30 grand
I
for a
know.
house.
I know.
And now it's like max 10K.
Really?
Yes.
Same
for
house?
3 nights.
That's like just barely above normal.
yeah.
Right.
But normally it's $1,000 a night now. You can get a 3-bedroom house.
Tell you, the economy's in shambles.
It is.
Yeah, I think really after Q1 earnings we're gonna see it.
So one of our topics was Nike. Well, so the thing, we're gonna have to go back, Josh, to the topics, but on the Nike. So Nike reported their earnings, and their sales were down like 10%.
Yeah.
Over $1 billion in one quarter. It's insane. Daily Mail headline is unbelievable. Like the damage the brand has done to itself is very hard to fix.
Yeah.
So this is the Daily Mail headline. I just want to. Daily Mail is like a top 10 website in the world.
I know, but I can't believe this is their headline.
Woke mega brand sees sales slump after being left with warehouses full of clothes and shoes no one wants.
That's wild.
Can you imagine? You're the CEO of Nike. How do you fix that image?
Isn't Daily Mail super liberal?
No, Daily Mail.
No, Daily Mail's
Really?
not. No,
They're
it's
center?
British. It's British.
No, but yeah, Daily Mail is just like, they're controversial. Like,
right.
That's their.
That's
want
wild.
the
They want the
hot
clicks.
take.
I mean, the fact that they didn't even put Nike, they called it a woke mega brand.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then they go on to say that like the Super Bowl commercial was only women. They didn't even include men. Like, whatever. But like,
Damn.
Nike has, and we've talked about the last couple episodes just about like, they've clearly lost their way. Like the Jordan brand to me, I'm a boomer. It is a boomer brand.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
For
it's
sure.
post 40s.
Like when I go to like our school, all the dads are wearing Jordans.
Yeah.
They grew up on Michael Jordan. They're wearing like fancy clothes and they're wearing Jordans.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it is a boomer brand. It is not like, to me, like, I don't think a 18, 19, 16, 17-year-old kid gives a fuck about Jordan.
I don't think so. I mean,
I think they wear it.
what do you see at like Complex Con?
You'll see like the collabs.
But there's more like the Panda Dunks and stuff, right? Not Jordan.
Yeah, I see women wearing the Dunks.
Yeah.
But even this Complex Con, I saw a lot of Asics.
Yeah.
Ton of Asics.
Yeah.
You'll see the collabs of Nike and Adidas and New
Right.
Balance. Everyone wears Samba. Samba's has like been the Panda
Right, like
Dunk the last 2
Solomon's
years.
and stuff like that.
Solomon's. You'll see.
Yeah, no, Jordan does feel just old.
I mean, I see it at every kid's birthday party. All the dads.
Yeah.
We're the ones wearing it.
That's not a good sign.
No, you don't want. They
'Cause they
lost
want
That's
to
like
look
the
cool.
strippers
What?
buying houses and
The
the Big
dads
Short.
want to look cool, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the dads are wearing
Yeah.
like some fancy clothes, and they got a cool pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
And I
I
think,
mean, I'm a victim of that.
yeah,
I
you
do
should
that
be.
too.
That's
I have the
That's your
Space Jam
demo, though.
Jordans,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's your demo. You
Yeah.
fit in, you're fitting in with your crowd.
That's
No.
a declining brand.
That's a woke mega brand.
They have warehouses full of shoes.
I know,
and
but like
clothes.
they're blaming it all on China, saying that Chinese sales have dumped. Fine, I'm comfortable
Who
with
Nike
that.
is?
Yeah,
Right.
which I think their sales in China went down 17%, but it still went down in America.
But also, why don't you just admit, like,
But you
your
can't
br-
admit it because how do you fix that
All
problem?
right, D.
But isn't there a new CEO that's like supposed to be turning it all around? that
Bleep
started
this
in the-
name. Told me China's booming.
So
Bleep the name, but China's booming.
so
He goes there every quarter.
so here's how booming it is. Guess who's going? Me. I'm going in May, and I'll tell you why.
What happened to all that USA talk?
USA all the way.
What happened to all that America First talk? You're trading.
No, he told me, he's like,
I believe
it's
it.
literally back.
I'm
Post the clip of you doing the fucking Chinese national anthem 5 years ago. Yeah.
But do you hear the same
yes,
thing?
I do. I'll tell you why. In the Gross is 3 years, a little over 3 years old. I've been trying to get Chinese customers since the day we started to sign up with Ghost. In the last 3 months, all of them signed up and are buying goods. So it's
So
on,
Zohan's
rebounding.
wrong.
Yeah, what about Zoe? I just thought about that. I was like, what about?
so I think Zohan's dead wrong.
Or is it
I'm
just all
literally
their
talking to
stimmy?
someone from China right now. He's like, they're buying crazy.
Is it their stimulus?
Yes, they've put like
Was it
bazooka
fake?
stimulus.
Like, is this us in 2021?
Yes, I think they never did that to the level that America did. They did huge stimulus in China as well,
Yeah.
because they locked down the country. But I think that, they've kept the interest rates basically zero. They have the money. Xi's like, all right, I can't. What am I doing here?
Yeah. Where's Jack Ma?
Yeah,
Let's get him back.
Get
out
Jack
here.
Ma back in the picture.
Come on.
Prop that guy up.
Yeah.
And I think I am hearing really good things about China. I think here's my hot take on China. I think Xi had a change of heart. He's like, I need the economy. I think he thought it was 200 years ago. He's reading like a Mao book and be like, yeah, this is what we used to do.
Right.
But his country has access to the internet and they're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
We have no money.
Yeah.
We're not. What happened to Balenciaga?
Yeah. Plus, didn't they make it super hard to leave and take your money out? And
so like, all right, you got to give us vibes.
If you're gonna stick around, give us a Louis store.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I think I am hearing that like things are picking up there. So I'm there for 1 week in May.
Nice.
Hopefully you get through customs.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you've been pretty pro CCP.
Yeah.
He did the anthem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just immigration
You should
officer
have
number
that video.
6382.
Just
Yeah,
have
I'm
it
gonna
in
have
your
video
phone.
ready.
Just be
This is
watching
how
it.
much
Be
I love-
watching
I
it
love this
teary-eyed when
country.
you walk through customs.
Yeah.
I'm finally here.
I'm finally here.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, I'll take a picture with the
Are you going to Beijing or Shanghai?
Shanghai.
But then what's Nike's excuse?
Even in China, they're too woke.
No, Nike's problem is
They're just not
it's-
relevant.
I know, but-
they just don't have the athletes.
They don't have the product too.
They
I'm
don't have
telling
the
you.
vibe.
Think about it. You're wearing a shoe. You're talking about wearing a shoe that was popular 20 years ago,
Yeah.
25 years ago,
They don't have any of the star athletes. They
and
don't
the
have
product's
Steph.
not there.
Yeah.
But Steph is not what the 16-year-old kid
Or
cares
whatever.
about.
They've Kyrie's Anta, right?
Yes,
Kyrie's
and-
like literally one of the thing
Kyrie's
about Kyrie
very-
Irving. He's one of the most popular players.
Yes.
And I know he's controversial.
Yeah.
But he's so freaking popular.
So
Right.
I when I was at Foot Locker with the kids, they said, I'm like, oh, dude, this kid selection is horse shit. Like, where are the shoes? And they said Kyrie Anta, hot shoe for kids. Hottest shoe.
I know.
Really?
I'm telling you, Kyrie's
kids
so
like him?
popular.
Yes. I'm talking about Dominic's age kids are wearing Kyrie. LaMelo and Kyrie.
They don't
Those are
fuck
only
with the
two kids.
vax either, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I wanted to
bad.
ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because obviously Dominic's playing basketball, right?
Yeah.
How much night do you get to see?
Oh, the whole place.
Oh,
is
I've seen him
night-night.
on the stories. He's shushing.
Yeah. He went to, so Dominic, they're still young. So like a lot of kids, it's hard for them to make jump shots. Dominic's been practicing. So
How high's the rim?
I think 8.
Look pretty high.
Yeah. So he practiced on a 10-foot. So like the 8, he's gotten strong now. So he pulls up and shoots threes, which is, fucking hard.
Yeah.
So the last couple games, he started hitting a couple of them. He made one and he goes to the other opposing bench and shushes them. And I'm like, I go to him, I'm like, who are you shushing? And I go, the other team.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? He's like, because I don't want him talking.
But are they doing the night?
Yes. So
If you need, I can hook
he
you up
lost
with,
a game the other day, like about his team lost. The other kid just went berserk, like hitting threes and just like killed him. And then he night-nighted Dominic, and Dominic just like was fucking losing his mind. Everyone's night-nighting.
Because I had a friend told me that he has a similar age kid.
Yeah.
He's like 3 nights a game.
Is one person responsible for night
Steph
night?
Curry.
Steph Curry on the
Okay,
Olympics.
Okay.
No, even before.
I know, but the Olympics one was the
Olympics was the
biggest.
biggest one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's it's fun
That's
because the
amazing.
sports. Oh, the best is baseball. Every kid, and this is obviously LA because Dodger country. Every kid has gold chains, thick gold chains. Mookie Betts.
Oh, really?
Every kid,
That's
like they all
crazy.
have these. I saw this kid wearing 3 chains.
That's
We should actually talk about baseball. Like the Dodgers had opening day with the Cubs.
Is that a real game or a preseason?
No, it's
it counted.
first game.
It
Yeah,
counted.
counted.
Okay,
And the crowd was insane.
so
like
not
packed, you mean? Or
Just
excited?
excited,
Energy.
packed,
Yeah.
energy, way bigger than any American baseball game.
yeah.
And it's the first game of the season. It was the Dodgers and Cubs. They went to Tokyo, and that was
Oh, it
opening
was
day.
in Tokyo.
And
I got to see some of the stats that people shared. So
I mean, maybe baseball should just move to Japan.
It was that crazy.
It was that crazy.
That's
Well,
all Shohei or what?
Yeah, show.
Yeah. So,
I mean, Rafa was there. We
Yeah.
can get.
Dodgers, and the other thing that made it, I think, really cool, and I think it culturally such a great move by the MLB. So, Complex got involved, brought Murakami to the table.
I saw that he threw the pitch.
Yes, and so Aaron Levant, who's now, they bought Complex at his company. They put together Dodgers Murakami Tokyo Edition product.
I saw that,
and
yeah.
they launched it last week.
On Complex, right?
Yeah, and I went I got the email and I was like, I'm buying shit for the kids. I'm buying everything. Fucking couldn't get anything.
Sold out?
I literally sold. I had so much shit in my cart, and every time I checked out, it's like, this is gone. This is gone. It's gone. I got one Freddie Freeman T-shirt, and Rafa texted me in Tokyo, and Aaron listens to the pod, and I was like, Aaron, can my friend get into the pop up? They said it's sold. Like, you can't. No, they're not letting anyone in.
Yeah,
it's so busy. And he got him in, and then Rafa got me a hat. I was like, "You better buy me something. I need, I can't get anything."
Rafa's my neighbor.
Yeah,
Did you get me a hat?
Yeah, so you gotta ask. He didn't. So
Fanatics did $40 million of sales.
it was
at
all the
Tokyo.
Dodgers Murakami stuff, though.
In Tokyo.
Yeah, for one weekend.
Yeah,
It's all Shohei power.
Yeah,
yeah. It's also Dodgers.
I think
are just
that. I mean,
Right.
I
But
think
sure,
that,
no, but I think what happens is in America, Dodgers this season. I'm telling you, they're gonna be a fucking game that's not gonna be sold out.
yeah, every game sold out.
I've been looking for
They're the
tickets.
best. They're the best team in the
I looked at
planet.
tickets just for the kids, for the next couple of weeks. It's so fucking expensive.
Are
And
they good again?
yeah, they're the
They
best. team.
paid for the best players.
I got some new Japanese guys
they got
that
new
they paid a
people,
lot of
right,
money
right.
for.
Yeah, they have everyone.
They have everyone. They're stacked. They're probably gonna win it again.
Yep.
And so
If they don't win, it'd be bad.
yeah. And so I think that, and what's interesting is you're looking at the economy, and Lakers tickets are still very high. Dodgers tickets are very high. March Madness, the viewership was through the roof.
I saw that. Yep.
Insane. One idea could be specifically young men have no money because they're gambling all day.
And the Celtics sold for $6.1 billion,
Yeah.
which is the highest North American sports sale of all time.
Full sale.
Yeah.
Because all these
No
others
arena.
What?
No arena.
Oh, okay.
Just the team.
I wonder what's going on with DraftKings numbers and stuff. What's going on with
I
I
gambling?
don't think they're good.
Really?
I actually don't.
Or do you think everyone's just spending their last dollar trying to?
I think it's a crack. Gambling is addicting. I used to have a problem.
Yeah. I wonder. Because those advertisements, steak, all that stuff is at an
DraftKings is a
all-time
$20
high.
fucking billion company. That's insane.
20 billion.
I mean, Robinhood launched their prediction market.
Yep. They're poly market.
Yeah, their
Version.
version of
Call
Poly
sheet.
Market. Just you can gamble on nonsense. So I do think a lot of America is just gambling all day.
They gotta be.
I think if you paused gambling, America would be booming.
Yeah.
I think people lose so much money gambling.
Wait till you can fucking use a firm to pay your gambling debts.
Oh, that was the funniest.
The
Jesus
DoorDash.
Christ.
So
Klarna.
This is the
if you-
biggest sign of a
Yeah, if
recession.
nothing else. If it's not the empty Vegas.
But recession,
Yep.
insane. DoorDash. It ended up being good
It's the
marketing.
best
Say this,
meme.
hold on,
It's
say
the best
this.
meme of all time.
Let's say the story just in case people don't know it.
DoorDash partnered with Klarna. Klarna, if you don't know, if you don't live in America, Swedish company, buy now, pay later. That kind of invented the category.
Right.
So
So this, classic buy this thing and pay it in
over 6
installments.
weeks. Yeah. Or 4 or 6 installments.
Yeah, I was bragging about Restoration Hardware, which is like a
Right.
$5,000 crib.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
yeah, cool.
Right.
Interest rate.
That's how I bought my cold plunge. They had an interest-free
I have the same.
2-year.
I'm
yeah.
still paying mine.
Yeah. I was like, why not? Why wouldn't I pay $150 a month? Who cares?
Well, what's funny is this is maybe 5 years ago. This is right when buy now, pay later started showing up on every website 5-6 years ago. And I would look at my credit card. I'm like, I go to my wife and she goes, what the fuck is what is all this firm shit?
Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, I'm like, are we paying interest on it? Or is it
Yeah, no.
What's the deal? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, then you should do everything
Do
on it.
everything. Yeah. Including your fucking burrito.
So it took the internet by storm because everyone was basically posting Chipotle. And if there's no interest on
Chipotle's
it,
expensive, $18.
so
Yeah. Well,
I
not anymore. Now it's $1 a month for 18 months.
normally I try to pick up whenever I can. I just cannot. Paying Postmates fees just
Right.
really hurts my soul.
Yeah.
So I think it was Thursday night. I had gotten home from travel, and Haley's like, "What do you want for dinner?" I was like, "Something healthy. Can we do sweet green?"
You got home from travel and you went and picked up Sweet Green?
No, I was too tired and I
You
couldn't.
finally paid the fee.
So I paid the
Right.
fee.
Your
2
investors must be
salads
pumped.
from Sweet Green without tip. How much was it
For delivery or the full package?
for delivery?
Well, I'm saying the all-in cost.
Yeah, 2 salads,
$45.
50 without tip.
Close.
So
Can you imagine that?
I've done.
I saw the bill and
It's insane.
my stomach sunk.
Yeah.
I'm actually embarrassed. I've ordered a bean and cheese burrito from Taco Bell. It's $1.99.
Yeah.
What do you think my all-in cost was?
$8.
One bean burrito
Yeah, $7.50.
is $11.
Why did you order more?
I should have.
Do they bake it into the cost of the item, or do they just say the delivery fee
No,
is
so
$9?
I'll give you an example. I use Postmates for the menu.
Right.
And then I order on either the company's website or I call in.
Right.
So like I was at Toroni, we were at Pan Pacific.
Tony's nice.
And so it's literally across the street, and we were literally at Pan Pacific for 6 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
So the kids wanted a pizza, so I ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
On Postmates.
But that's an expensive pizza, Toroni.
No, I know, but he's going to compare the cost.
yeah, so if I ordered on Postmates, it was like $26
Yeah.
for small cheese pizza. I called them and ordered it on. Oh no, I ordered on their website, $19.
So they not only there's a delivery fee and a tip, but they bake it into the cost of all of their items.
Yes, and by the way, that was for pickup.
Yeah.
The $26.
On Postmates.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So that's how they fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, now you can pay it in installments.
Yes. So why wouldn't I haven't? I'm not a DoorDash user, but I will become one tomorrow. I'm going to 100% do
What
it for
percentage-
every meal.
What
mean, this is what's
percentage of
crazy.
their customers are using the installment pays?
DoorDash. I mean, I'm
should
going
be
to 100%
50.
should be.
Do we know for sure the interest or if there is none?
No, zero interest.
Okay, then it should be everyone. Why
Everyone.
wouldn't you?
Everyone should. fuck
Cash
these-
is king in this
Yeah.
market.
Yeah.
Just have payments for life. Just stack them. Just until you die, and we're still making payments on his fucking burritos.
Yeah. Think about like what's going to happen to our generation when we all start dying.
Yeah.
Just be like,
leave
yeah,
your
he still
family.
owes like $600 in burritos.
Your family's left behind with a $500
DoorDash
a
in
month
like
burrito
40
budget.
years is going to have to write off so much bad debt.
I'm actually, it's very curious.
We are so good in this country at getting people like addicted to bad habits.
It's crack,
Consumption.
you know,
right?
yeah.
It's
We're just
crack.
good at it.
Yeah.
Like, like make the big gulp, make it cheaper, now deliver it to them. Like, I think the most ordered thing on Postmates is McDonald's.
Yeah.
And so you have your big gulp, make it cheaper and more enticing. Now they want it delivered to them. They don't want to drive through the drive-through. Now they want to pay for that in installments, and we'll just keep you down this road.
So
We need to get a listener that's used it because we're joking about it.
no, I'm going to use it this week.
You're going to use it?
100%.
Yeah, boots
Why
on the ground
fuck wouldn't
journalism.
I?
Yeah.
Can you go on
If
DoorDash
it's
right now
really
and do it?
interest free, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Like,
Do you use DoorDash?
I don't think it's available yet.
I mean, they should kill it because everyone's going to use it and just going to lose so much money. People will just start defaulting.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna get if there's a real recession, the first to go is
I'm
gonna be your
telling you.
burrito bill.
Yeah, the recession's here.
But I'm just saying, if it's here, you're not the first thing you're gonna default on of all your payments is your fucking
Chipotle.
Klarna Chipotle bill.
Let's see.
It's funny that Chipotle's the thing that everyone talked about on the internet
Because that's
because it's so
It's the
expensive
top-
and
it's the
good.
top
I think it's like
dog.
the top pop culture item on
Yeah.
that people are getting delivered.
I don't know.
It's just-
I'm not getting offered the
No, I don't think it's live yet.
yeah.
He said it's not live.
They
Josh.
should have just done it for marketing.
They should now roll it back because everyone's going to use it.
Yeah, they should. Or add some interest.
So one interesting segue is that I think really pertains to the restaurant topic. So Waymo announced that they're currently at 10 million rides a year. That's what they did last year, 200,000 a week. And by the end of this year, they'll do 20 million rides in 2025. And if you think about Waymo as the most complex use of AI and robotics, in my opinion, passenger safety on the road, and you know, like I was driving home. We went to Mel's Diner today for dinner. I'm driving back, and the car to my left of me is a Waymo. The car in front of me is Waymo. This is at the light, and then on Sunset and La Cienega, there's literally, you know, that steep hill on La Cienega on Sunset. Yeah. There's a fucking Postmates robot crossing, right? Yeah. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, the future is here. Right. And then simultaneously, my wife's telling me Le Petit Four, which is an iconic Sunset Plaza restaurant, is closing.
Oh, really?
Yes. And a lot of iconic restaurants recently in the last couple months, specifically in Los Angeles, I can't speak to the rest of the country, they're closing. Yeah. And and what's interesting is, and I'll add another caveat. After our 6-hour baseball, we went to Escuela, which is a Mexican restaurant on Beverly Boulevard.
Yeah. At Postmates there all the time.
Yeah. Rich. And that's an $11 burrito.
Yeah, right.
And so
that's a $75.
You know, it's Saturday night. We get so we get there at 6 p.m. No recession there. It's Saturday night. It's busy. Yeah. Like there's tables available, but like we wanted to sit outside. There wasn't available. So we ended up leaving. But the thing I noticed in the 10 minutes we were like waiting for the kids to come, and I was trying to get the table. There was no wait staff. 0 wait staff. Like one person was taking care of like 10 tables outside. Right. And so I basically called the audible and said like, fuck this. We can't eat here. It's going to take too long. It'll be past bedtime. Yeah. So we end up at Tocaya. The last Tocaya, if you know, it's a Mexican restaurant. It's in Hollywood. Yep. So we go. Last meeting, all the others are closed? They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. It's just ghost kitchens.
Damn. Yeah. And so Tocaya, I tell my wife, I'm like, everyone's starving. The kids are tired. Order the food on Postmates. They're so slow. We get there. 25 minutes later, food's not ready. Finally, I was like, fuck this. We're drinking then. We were with Haley's parents. Yeah. We get to I'm like, everyone sit. I'll see if they'll give us the chips and whatever. Right. Go to the register to order a drink. 15 minutes.
To get a drink?
Nobody showed up to take my order. Finally, I go, hey man, I really just, we want to order a couple of drinks. Yeah. He's like, what do you want to order? I go, margaritas for everyone. He's like, I think it's going to take about 25 minutes. I'm like, why? And he's like, well, there's no bartender, so I got to do it. And I'm like, how about iced tea? And he's like, yeah. So he gives me an iced tea, go back, food gets ready, we go. It's going out of business, 100%. There's no staff in any of these restaurants. So the only hope, in my opinion, is what's happening in ride sharing needs to happen in the restaurant industry like tomorrow.
So Larry Fink and Steve Cohen. So Larry Fink's the head of BlackRock, and Steve Cohen's the head of his fund, Point72, I believe. Anyways, two of the most successful, billionaire hedge fund guys in the world. They both said the immigration stuff that's going on is going to cripple service jobs.
So I think it will.
I mean, these are Republicans too.
Yeah.
By the way, Larry Fink and Cohen are
I don't think anyone wants the fucking job. Even think about it.
But what are all the people doing? What are all the people doing that used to work at Tocaya? Or do they just not have the money to pay them?
So when you go to Tocaya and you're at the restaurant, I literally don't think I actually think it's very different. Yeah. I think sales are down so fucking bad that they can't hire staff.
That makes sense.
That's the real problem.
I thought that the whole thing was they couldn't even hire staff.
No, that changed. That
you
flipped.
think it changed?
It flipped 100%. I don't think they're doing enough business. I'm telling you, Escuela is usually pretty
It's a
empty.
high-end taco shop.
Yeah, it's usually pretty empty. Saturday night, we got there at 6, so it was busy. And it was a nice day. Everyone was out. But like, there's one waiter. The whole fucking restaurant. Most restaurants I walk to, like, you know, all the fast casual places, there's one guy. He's the register. He's this. I went to a bagel shop in New York City the other day, Leon's Bagel.
Yep.
In the Lower East Side. I don't know if
Just
you're
Leon. Just Leon in his shop.
It literally was just, there was a line. Leon's taking orders. Leon then runs in the back.
No
Do you think
way.
that?
I was like, this is going to take 30 fucking minutes to get a bagel.
Do you think the bodegas in New York are suffering?
100%.
Like the where you go get the cheese sandwich?
I think their cigarette, Monster energy drink business is fine because the workforce needs that.
Right.
But I think the rest of the shit's a toast. You know, in New York, the cheese sandwich is like fucking $15 now.
Right.
Like you just don't have, and so like all this to be said, the thing that I'm bullish on is that I think we can replace all the labor to make these places, like a place like Escuela is not fine dining. It's not white tablecloth.
No.
So
It's just elevated casual.
put a fucking iPad and let everyone just order whatever the fuck they want.
That's
Like-
my dream anyway.
What?
That's my dream anyway. Just
Yeah.
order whatever you want.
I
Someone
mean,
brings it
you
out
know,
and you pay.
didn't you say like your friends have anxiety ordering food?
Yeah, that was a story. They don't like talking to the.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, if you have anxiety, so, like,
I wasn't even saying for that reason. That's crazy. I was just saying the fact that if you can sit down, just order, you don't have to wait, and then pay and leave when
Yes,
you're done.
yeah.
Like I hate that moment of like waiting to get served and then also waiting to pay your bill. I want to be on my own schedule.
You know what's even scarier?
Yeah.
So our first cousin, he's an AI expert.
Mm-hmm.
And I hung out with him Friday night. And we saw you on the way out. He said 90% of jobs are gone.
Right.
I think
I
it'll be
mean-
new jobs. I agree. I
Yeah,
think
He was
ultimately.
like, he said it with like very strong confidence.
Well, I don't see how it wouldn't be. Like
Yeah.
it's just common sense, especially if you're driving on Sunset. I mean, we all have, and seen Sunset Boulevard and seen Waymos and delivery robots and.
But the rest of the country.
and we're talking about some of the hardest human jobs.
I know,
that
but let me
exist.
tell you something. The rest of the country, fuck it. The rest of the world has not seen that.
I know.
We have the inside track. You're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I think
I think on this article on Waymo, they said by the end of this year, 1 in 200 Uber drivers will be replaced.
So I
Why
think,
is Waymo
I
so
think
far ahead
every
of
company
Tesla?
can eliminate 75, 80% of their jobs in the next 2 years.
No, the accuracy is not there.
50%.
Uh,
You need one smart guy to watch the AI.
that the problem is AI is still fucking wrong a lot.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but you need one guy a woman, guy, whatever. You need one person to
Yeah.
oversee it.
I think on all positions it'll take a few years. I think the shift of like the workforce will take a little bit of time because there's like a cultural issue that'll have to be reconciled with leadership of companies. Like I know everyone thinks corporate America is ruthless. They're really not. They really fucking wait to the last minute. Like you could make the argument Google can fire 50% of their staff today, but they don't.
Yeah.
Meta could fire 50% of their staff
I think
today.
because they're so profitable, right?
Yeah, so that's my point. A lot of companies are very profitable. Right? Nike's still profitable.
Yeah. Nike's
Should they fire anyone? No, they don't. They fire 2,000 people. Nothing.
But it's not the right move. is the
Yeah,
point.
that's the thing is that I think companies are going to decide whether it's just about profits or it's about something else.
I think the shift's going to change pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
And the companies that do it will be the ones that are winners.
But I mean, like one of the other topics real quickly was Apple is losing $1 billion a year on streaming service. And it went viral on like a lot of Hollywood press.
They don't care.
I try to explain to someone, they have $50 billion of cash and $120 billion in liquid market securities that they can fucking cash out anytime they want. They have $170 billion of cash, $1 billion, and plus they shit tens of billions of dollars of profit a year.
Right.
Do you understand, like, having a hit show like Severance, which they have, the value that has to the Apple brand is worth more than $1 billion.
Yeah. It's more to me like the way that I don't care. I don't have an opinion here, but the way that disrupts like the old school studios or TV networks, because they don't have that money to burn. That's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
Is like the competition is so nuts because all these people can burn so much money.
Yeah.
And you just can't if you're, I don't know, Paramount.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you can't. You actually have to like run a profitable studio or you get fired.
Right. That must be crazy. I'm just saying, if you're like the head of Paramount or the head of one of these studios, you must be like, fuck, dude, how do I compete? Because they're getting all the stars.
Yeah. I mean, and not only that, it's like their objective is different than Paramount's.
It's a different business model.
Apple's objective is if we stay...
Even Amazon Prime.
NFL Thursday. It is one of the most trending topics on social media.
The amount of money they spend on that Thursday football, they pay Whitworth, they pay everyone 10, 20 million bucks a year.
Right.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Because you're going to get a sub to stay.
Yeah. And the problem with traditional Hollywood is I don't know if they're adopting the technology advancements because they're still stuck because of like unions and Screen Actors Guild and Directors Guild. Like, we can't do this. But like Amazon and Apple be like, fuck it. Wasn't AI right? The next step. You're telling me White Lotus can't be written by AI?
No. White Lotus is.
Oh, okay. That's unique. That's the woke.
That's literally,
give it 2 years.
It's my favorite show on television.
Oh, it's on tonight.
I'm telling you.
What's that?
Tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. So Mike White, he's a single guy that writes the whole episode.
But you want to know what's crazy? This is crazy.
Mike AI is going to replace his ass.
Right. What's crazy is
I think AI can solve all the like rom-coms and
so here's the thing that we
White Lotus is unique.
Here's what we'll say. This is what we say.
Did you watch White Lotus?
I do. I love it.
Yeah, I think you can't solve by AI.
I don't think so either, but I think that the fun topic to talk about is
you could solve like give me a show.
Seinfeld.
I'll tell you what I'm hooked on that AI could do in its sleep is Temptation Island. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yeah, I know what it
is. It's fantastic.
Holy
shit.
Well, the people,
AI would probably be like, do you think I'm dumb? I'm not making
AI
this.
could actually put 14 good-looking people.
Yeah.
Create the whole
full
thing.
format is
all the real estate shows, right? Those are all hot.
Yeah.
All the real estate shows.
But that's all I'm saying is that we're talking in the context of something that is so new.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me with the progress we've made in the last year, AI couldn't write White Lotus in 5 years? I don't know. Is it that good?
Here's the thing.
I don't watch a lot of shows, but it's pretty unique.
I agree, but
I know, but if you took every episode of White Lotus, I don't even know what White Lotus is about, but let's just say it's about murders.
Yeah, you got it. Murder mystery.
Murder mystery. You took every murder mystery that ever created into a LLM and you said, go create me something that's moderately funny. I want you to cast 5 these types of people. I want you to write the story.
Easy.
I think it's doing
maybe not today, but I think maybe
it's the same thing. I think 5 years.
I agree with
5
you.
years.
I 100% agree.
I think it's 5 years.
So what does that mean for the entertainment industry?
No, that's every industry though, not just entertainment.
Well, our cousin said 90% jobs are gone.
So that's my point is, but here you know what that does? You know what that does?
We're the only ones left.
Listen, no.
This is crazy.
No.
Yeah, literally.
No, you can replace us.
I didn't know we had that fake podcast. Remember that thing was pretty decent.
Yeah. So here's what I say it does. The cost to make anything plummets, more content comes out, and there's more people. Like Hollywood is at a prime. Hollywood and tech are 2 industries that are gatekept. Very hard to break into in a meaningful way.
Yep.
That's changing with AI. What's going to happen? There's going to be a million more fucking great shows, and we're all going to watch little shows. And then if I have an idea for a show in 3 years, I can make it. I can write it, maybe produce it for cheap, and my little show, and I have a job. And maybe I don't make $10 million. Maybe I make $200,000. That's what I think happens.
Should we make a show?
No, I don't want to make a show.
I don't either. This is the only show I have time for.
Yeah, I don't have time for shows. I don't want to make a show.
But in the future, it'll be significantly easier. We could make it while we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I just think more
it's just
things.
such a mystery what happened.
Look, it's very simple. I vividly remember because I kind of was an adult during the internet. The internet was this time. I'll give you even a bit bigger example. When Walmart started expanding across America, the narrative was Walmart has killed small business in America.
Right.
Big Walmart superstores are killing mom and pop.
Right.
That wasn't the case. The mom and pop evolved into micro e-commerce businesses.
Right.
Now there's millions of people selling on the internet that would have been mom and pop.
But I would argue like the Chewy story is sort of like the new, was it Chewy they bought? No. What did they buy? What e-commerce? What's their big? Jet.com.
Which was a loser.
Was a loser, but I'm saying like it's almost like that's a story of like the modern day mom and pop growing and being acquired by them. Like I think even when you see the amount of people doing little revenue here and there on TikTok Shop and the amount of people doing like that's what
I think is going to happen. I think we're going to have, instead of like 500 writers in Hollywood are the only people that can get a show made, it's going to be 5 million. Instead of like 500 artists that can be signed by Universal Music, there's going to be 5 million that are going to be able to do it.
I just feel like I don't know if this is good or bad, but like everyone's attention, you know how like there used to be three TV networks that everyone watched.
Yeah.
And now it's like everyone has their favorite TikToker, their favorite podcast, their favorite whatever. Like it's going to be so fragmented.
It's same with, if you take fashion as a great example, there's never going to be another mega brand in fashion. There's never going to be another Nike. There's going to be,
but wouldn't you say like On is on the path to do that?
I don't think they're going to get to 50 billion. 40 billion.
What's On's revenue, you think?
2 billion. I think they'll get to 10.
That's big too. 5x from here.
You think everyone's going to wear Aloe? No, Aloe's going to be washed in 5 years.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Aloe probably.
But don't you think an Aloe, couldn't you see an Aloe disrupt a Nike
No, but the
in a real
problem
way?
is,
it's
there's too many.
It's going to be fragmented, right?
Yeah.
So Aloe will be 2 billion. On will be 2 billion.
So maybe you'll need a conglomerate.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I don't think
Skims will be 1 billion.
Yeah, I think there'll be a ton of 2-3 billion, and then like there won't be the one. Dude, in high school, everyone wanted like 4 brands. They wanted Nautica, DKNY, Ralph Lauren.
That's true.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
Gap.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude,
It's
you
just
walk into
interesting.
high school today, I guarantee you 100 kids, 100 brands.
I just feel like in the future with AI and what we're talking about, you could have like your own little show or network or thing. You could have like 10,000 viewers and you could have your own little brand.
And you can make a living.
that makes a couple 100,000
So
a year.
hold on. So at Dom's school, they have uniforms or no?
Yeah, they have uniforms.
But they get to pick their shoes?
Mhm.
What do they choose?
Everything. You see
No Jordans.
Hoka on Asics, Vans.
Anta.
I don't know. I honestly don't go there that much to drop off, but Dominic will wear New Balance. He has his basketball Nike shoes that he wears to play. He has like the Giannis, whatever. And then, I mean, it's every brand. It's not like when we were growing up, everyone wore Nike.
Yeah.
You know,
So
one brand.
it's fragmented. It's the point.
Very fragmented. And
Yeah.
I think like when the Antas and Puma, I think is LaMelo. So a lot of kids wear.
Yeah, LaMelo's
Right.
hot.
Yeah.
I feel
and
like
that's
shoes
Puma.
are pretty consolidated still.
Yeah.
You know?
You
Like-
could easily see 100 kids, 100 shoe brands.
Yeah.
100 kids, 100 TV shows.
But-
100 kids,
Right.
100 songs.
Do you ever see Dominic come home and say like, "Oh, my friends had this shoe. I want that."
Nah, he's too young, I think. First grade. The only thing he says is mustard.
No, because the thing when I was in like 2nd, 3rd grade, I saw kids with Jordans, and I would be like, "Oh, I want Jordans," and I would tell my mom.
Yeah, I
What
don't
grades,
think
Damin?
first.
I think he'll get there.
I
he
think
might
it'll
just not
happen
be
very
there.
fast.
Yeah.
I don't think brands.
But if
mean
they're already
anything to them.
sleeping people in basketball, like they're obviously
Yeah.
nighting, they're obviously
Yeah.
persuadable.
I mean, my 4-year-old only wears his LeBrons.
Yeah.
He only wears Braun James.
That's amazing.
Dude, it's like a crazy.
No, I'm
guy.
actually curious when it switches because he's going to come home and ask for whatever shoe that the other kid's wearing.
I don't think there's enough of everyone.
Oh,
wearing.
you think everyone's wearing so many shoes?
He do like, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know. He just honestly the first thing as a parent that I've noticed him show a likening to is Kendrick Lamar.
Mm.
How does he listen to Kendrick Lamar?
So
you know what's so this is what's really fascinating to me. So I have a 3-year-old daughter who I walk her to school. I'm very curious, like in music, how they produce songs, because she's so gravitated toward They Not Like Us.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do about the beef, nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
but it's always just a great song.
It's objectively a good song.
Yeah,
And she's just like, can you play Mustard on the Beat?
Yeah. Well, that's just, mustard.
And then she's like, They Not Like, and she thinks it's a nursery song. She's like, going back and forth.
I think for
Is there some like science they're doing?
Well, there's a movie called Josie and the Pussycats. It was like a very old movie, and it's how the music industry used to brainwash kids.
Right.
I mean, you saw CIA.
Yeah. Of course, I know that from the 60s. Yeah. Of course.
Kendrick's maybe CIA.
I like that. We can throw that in the tinfoil hat.
Literally within 30 feet of walking to her school, she goes, "Can you play Mustard on the Beat?"
I mean, literally, all my house.
She has no idea what the song is about.
Yeah. But imagine, to me, that blows my mind. But think about, what's the weird, creepy guy's name that now makes YouTube videos for kids?
Jake Paul.
No.
Blippy.
Blippy. Think about Blippy. Blippy, as far as I know, he wasn't CIA. He was just a random fucking dude that apparently had a weird past. How did he tap into?
Yeah, I think people
what
just
tapped into that you just can speak to kids' minds.
I think Kendrick is also just making great music. I mean, I remember the first time, this is like maybe 4 or 5 months ago, we play music in our house all day, and I'm very careful about playing explicit lyric shit.
Did you play censored Kendrick?
So yeah, you can play censored Kendrick, but I was playing something and the song came on and Dominic's like, doing the hands like, "They not like us. They not like us." And I'm like, "You know this song?" I'm like, "How do you know this song?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, we listened to it on the bus." And I was like, "The bus driver plays this song?"
Does the bus driver play it or kids play it?
The bus driver.
Probably not the censored version?
No. Oh, it's on the radio. I
wonder if kids okay, this is a wild thought. Are kids like Dom's age, are they going to school and rapping the N-word? Do you think that's happening?
You know what's interesting about
I don't know
what your comment is?
Yeah.
So Vivian listens, I get in trouble for playing the full version.
Yeah.
Not the censored version.
Yeah.
And she only picks up on John Stockton.
Yeah.
She loves John Stockton.
Yeah. Big John Stockton fan. Yeah.
And They Not Like Us.
So maybe they just don't even hear it.
Those are the 3 things.
Do you think kids are walking around Dom's school?
Miles goes, "Play that song again." It says "fuck." That's what he says.
John Stockton, weirdly,
about They Not Like Us?
Any song that says "fuck," Miles goes. I go, "You like that song?" He's like, "Yeah, I like that song." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "They say fuck." He literally walks around the house. He goes, "I see dead people."
There's what's going on in school? What's happening when 6-year-olds are talking to each other?
No,
when the adults are listening.
The point is, there's something scientific that they did with this song.
CIA.
Yeah.
That every kid is fucking obsessed with.
CIA. They're taking out Drake.
Why is Vivian going like this? They not like us.
They got her. Yeah. She's a zombie. She's a CIA asset now.
I think
But you see what I'm saying? What do the 6-year-olds, Dom 6?
Yeah, 7.
What do the 7-year-olds say to each other when the parents aren't around?
So I'll say I vividly remember in first grade, I was on the field of the playground cursing like I was fucking
hit
Louis C.K.
Right, and I remember that
Louis C.K.
Hit him up, we all cursed.
But I was 12 years old.
I remember seeing albums with the parental advisory was like the biggest.
Yeah, it was
You-
scary.
you know what?
almost.
Yeah, but like you wanted it. Like you were like, oh,
you know
you got
what the
that.
funniest thing is? Now, Vivian, when I walk her to school, she goes, "Don't play mustard on the beat. Play shoo shoo bee bee."
What's that one?
That's
Oh,
Euphoria.
the other Kendrick one.
But I'm like,
Yeah.
how does she even know this?
Well, you're playing the music.
Yeah, CIA. They're smart.
Yeah.
Those kids are smart, man. Hit songs are universal.
Yeah.
Shoo shoo bee bee.
Yeah,
So
I
she's
think
not a big Drake fan.
Yeah. I think.
No, I think we.
You know what side of the beef you're on.
Yeah,
we've,
it's interesting, like how quickly the kids are like gravitating now. Like in our car, it's like even funnier. We were at a camping trip last week, and I don't know what other parents allow their kids to listen to.
Right.
And then there was a guy at the camping trip who knew how to play guitar, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna play the guitar." All the kids come, and this is all Miles' friends, but Dominic's friends came, and they're like, TV off. And I was like, I don't think he's going to play TV off, dude.
That's wild.
But literally, these guys, Dominic's listening. His morning song is like Man in the Garden.
That's wild. It's really interesting.
It's fascinating how quickly kids develop like what they're interested in.
Yeah.
Because there's kids are interested into different music, different movies, different things. Like he went to like a Minecraft thing, and like that's what this child was interested in.
Right.
Like my kid's interested just in. So Dominic, this is. I know we ran over, so I'll end with this really cool story. I was like playing. He kept wanting to hear Kendrick, and I was like, we gotta mix in some other music.
Right.
There's like 4 songs you're listening to all day.
Right.
So I was like, you know what a song that like a lot of athletes like to get pumped up to when I was growing up, or when I was in my 20s at this point, I was like, Lose Yourself, Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
So I played to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, this is good." And
so it
Oh,
holds
yeah.
the.
oh yeah, it held the truth.
Yeah.
And he's like, vomit on your sweater, mom, spaghetti. And he goes, that day, the coach of the team, of his baseball team, goes, you have to pick a walk-up song. He goes, I won't Lose Yourself. I'm like, it's a pretty big song. Like one moment, you got a chance to lose.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
He's like, I want it. So first game of the season, yesterday, he gets up to bat. They play Lose Yourself. He fucking hits a home run.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is such a good song for that.
Oh my God.
I literally was like, I was like, this song is too much pressure to like figure it out.
It's also funny because like he'll probably remember that forever.
Yeah.
Because to him that was probably like World Series.
Oh, yeah.
You're down 2.
and what's funny
bases
is
are
I walk
loaded.
up to him and he walks up, he goes like, home run, bro.
That's what he said.
That's what he said to you?
He broke me. Says, bro, everything. Even Miles, everything's like, bros, leave me
But
alone.
he learned that from Dom, and Dom
Yeah.
learned it from school.
Everything is bro.
Did Dom learn it from school?
Dom learned it from school.
Like, does he come home and he'll have like new things?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
Dom shaved his head because of school, right?
No, kind of. I think he just shaved his head because,
He's tough.
I mean, it might be.
Yeah.
I think he saw a few kids rocking a shaved head, and he's like, "Yeah, I
It's
like
usually
that
the
look."
tough kids.
He goes to me, he's like, "I need a 0," and I'm like, "You're not getting a 0."
Damn. He wanted a 0?
He's going to Sukkot.
Yeah, I was like, "You could do a half. You could do a half."
Wow.
I'm like, "You could do a half."
He might be a badass. That's good. Okay.
Dom's a gentle kid.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a
he's
sweet
a
boy.
gentle
He's not. He's not a
Yeah,
tough
it all
guy.
starts with a shaved head. Next thing you know, he's coming home with
So
shout out to Bob.
last topic, Bobby Hundreds, one of the co-founders of the very famous LA brand, the Hundreds. A few weeks ago, they had posted they closed their store in Fairfax.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben, if you don't know, is Bobby's partner. Ben has now launched a very popular restaurant in LA called Benjamin. Really great place. Check it out. It's on Melrose. Also hard to get a reservation.
Yeah.
He launched a restaurant and Bobby was focusing on the brand. And then he announced that he got a creative director position at Disney.
It's insane.
Huge.
It's insane. And it's like I'm really glad he did it because I think it's an incredible, like, set of experiences you could take to like Disney.
So the three of us have known Bobby and Ben for their entire career.
Yeah.
Right? Over 20 years at this
Yeah.
point. We used to go to
Yeah.
the Tuscany Hotel, which I drove by. I had a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah. At the pool show.
Yeah, the pool show.
Yeah.
No, this is really big deal.
Yeah. I'm going to actually ask him to come on because I would love to just hear his last kind of 5-10 years.
Yeah, because you're shitting on Snow White.
Well, yeah, Snow White. It's a woke.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's a bomb. It bombed
That's a separate topic.
No,
He wasn't
83
there.
million.
globally. You know, it's a disaster.
But you know what that means is they spent so much money on marketing. They spent probably more on marketing than
So what's Bobby
It
going to
made.
do? That's what you need to know.
He's cleaning that shit up.
that's pre-Bobby. This isn't Bobby's fault.
I know.
Yeah.
Bobby's going to come in there and turn things around.
He's gonna put a blonde white woman back in Snow White.
Let's go. I mean, come on. That Snow White was a disaster.
My
That-
daughter she's in Snow White costume all day.
But is that because of current Snow White or?
Yeah, current.
Well, your daughter's woke, it looks like.
Yeah.
You got a woke daughter.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? But yeah, I mean, Snow White it was a disaster. 2 years ago, when we first heard this girl talking,
I mean,
we
yeah,
knew it was gonna be a
that-
disaster.
No,
Woke or
she
not
was the
woke?
problem.
Yes.
course.
Woke or
Yeah,
not
she was
woke,
the problem.
that girl was.
But kids still love Snow White.
I
Yeah, how
think
can you not?
they don't because no one saw it
83 million?
globally. That's nothing. A movie costs $20. That's 4 million people,
the budget was 200.
200.
and they spent 100 on marketing. It's 300
Right.
million.
Right. Was the cost to make the movie was 200. So that's not including marketing.
I don't know.
And they said they spent over 300, including marketing.
I mean, that thing was a disaster. Like I said, even
they
if you're
should have
not
just
woke,
canned that movie
I don't know.
Yeah.
Every girl loves it. That's what I don't get. Why would it tank?
well,
because
apparently
no
not.
one wants to.
So all right, peel it back.
Yeah.
You're saying the MAGA parents, like, I'm not letting my daughter go to Snow White.
100%.
Yeah. Well,
Because that's the only reason, right?
I don't think it's MAGA.
I think it's
to be
also
honest,
a bad movie, and she's unlikable.
I think people. I don't think it's MAGA. I think people are just
'Cause,
turned off
I'm
by
telling
the
you,
whole thing.
I see a 3-year-old daughter that I have.
I know, but
She's
the
obsessed
numbers.
with
The
it.
number
But-
doesn't
no,
matter.
I know.
Right.
But why aren't they letting them see
I
it?
think it just people were turned off by it. I don't think it's MAGA versus
Well,
super wokies.
when you have like a 4 or 5-year-old, 3 to 7-year-old, right? That's the audience.
yeah,
The parent's paying for the ticket.
and I think the
So
parent
the parent is like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah, I think it was it was a bummer.
The way that she talked about,
Yeah, I
everything.
know. I've seen
She's the problem.
Yeah, it's not a MAGA versus woke thing. I don't think. I think it's she. No matter what you're
but
making.
the point is the parent's paying the ticket.
yeah. But
So
no,
the parent's
but they
the one
didn't-
saying, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
they're like, no, I don't like her little attitude. That little brat.
Yeah.
I like the old Snow White. That was part. I mean, you're talking directly to the people who grew up on the last one
Yeah.
and who liked it, who have fond memories of it. They're like, fuck you.
Yeah. Snow White's a slam dunk for Disney, and to blow it is a big deal. So Bobby, clean it up.
Clean it up, Bob.
All right, we'll get Bob.
Bob needs to come on and clean it up.
Yeah.
All right.
So
let's
what's
do
his
some shows.
actual role
Creative director,
for movies?
It's like a
everything?
specific, like of product and
consumer products, maybe.
yeah.
In America, yeah. So like that's everything you see at retail, which
And
is
I
a
think
big
there's
He
a
can
content
clean up
element too.
Snow
I read it. I just
What?
forget.
He can clean up Snow White.
yeah. He might need to make sure that Snow White's a white.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, he'll clean it
Snow
up.
White's a rough name to have a non-white person.
You know what's really funny?
That's no brown.
So LeBron was out the last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and so is Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and Dalton, 3 white guys,
Mm,
and they called it Snow Time.
they
Yeah.
did.
Because in the 80s it was Showtime.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's so good.
All right, shout outs. The first one from Adrian Gamboa to my friend Daniel Martinez on completing the LA Marathon. He's been training hard. I know that feeling at the end was well worth the work and effort. He's an avid listener of the podcast. Cheers to you, bro. Congrats, Adrian.
Cheers, Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Sorry, Adrian.
That's okay.
Shout out. Yeah, Daniel.
Shout out
Huge.
to everyone who did the marathon, man.
You
That-
hated the marathon.
No, I hated it, and I think they should shut it down. But I am saying on a separate topic.
You're proud.
Of all of my little fitness fucking shit I do, I have a lot of respect for a full
Yes.
marathon.
It's a real deal.
That's crazy.
From James Chavez, I want to shout out myself. I did a TEDx talk in January
Nice.
about how to reprogram our minds with mental models It was my first big performative talk and I crushed it. It finally was released. Please, Kathy's, go check it out and blow this thing up. Search James Chavez TEDx or hit the link below. Love you guys. All
There's
right,
no link,
James.
so search
We
it.
should drop it in the Discord, Josh. Find the link. Next, from Ravi. Shout out to my brother Mayank from Boise, Idaho. He stepped away from being a pharmacist to take on a bigger role in our family hotel business. He does it all from bookkeeping, operations, management to remodel and renovations. Love you, bro. You're the real MVP.
Pretty wild. Bookkeeper and renovations is a pretty big.
Yeah. Is
a
your
lot.
guys' last name Patel?
Shout out to
Likely.
you.
Likely. Patel's run all the motels in this country.
Yeah.
Actually, hotels, period. From Maria. Shout out to Sergio Roll. We are a few weeks away from welcoming our sweet baby girl. Thank you for being the best life partner anyone could ever ask for. Cheers to parenthood and the new chapter of our life.
Shout out
Wow.
Sergio.
Big.
Congratulations.
Kids is no joke. From David, I want to say happy 40th birthday to my amazing wife, Pam. Here's to 40 years of awesomeness and many more adventures together. Love you always. Fun fact, I constantly cross paths with D, but never got a chance to meet him. I was also at Expo West, but left early because my legs gave out from walking all day. Hope to meet all three of you one day. Keep up the great work. Great. Hit
Happy
me up.
birthday, Pam.
Yeah, huge.
All right, there you have it.
Let me tell you who wasn't at Expo West. Walgreens. No fucking chance those guys were there.
No.
Jerry wanted a shout out.
Get your shout out. Get your
That was a
fucking
good
ass to
shout out.
Expo West.
Yeah.
Now that I discovered Poppy, it's everywhere. I've had it 6 times in the last week.
It's great.
Yeah, it
What
is
can,
good.
we,
Yeah.
what can we sell to Walgreens?
Poppy.
What do you drink at home? Non-alcohol.
I only drink water or coffee, and so
Sparkling water.
yes, Tapatio.
I only
Not
drink
Tapatio,
regular
but
water.
Topo Chico.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tapatio. I have a lot of Tapatio
So like
too.
if you go pick up Sweet Green, you have it with a Topo Chico.
I would just drink water normally. I very rarely drink like
A nice pot. I mean, I obviously
Can we think about a group chat brand for Walgreens now that Jerry owns it?
sure. Do some AI.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I've seen some kids online doing like AI.
But you said the games were already sold at Walgreens.
They were, but we pulled out.
Why?
Didn't
Not
like
for the
Jerry.
brand.
Didn't like the brand. Yeah, didn't like the way it was merchandise. Just looked
Do
crazy.
they have a game section? I never.
They tried. They tried to. I don't know what they're doing now, but they tried to start like a little game aisle.
Yeah.
Just didn't look great.
Should we bully them
What for? What? I think
to get you more business?
sure.
They need a
So
proper
they clean
game
up the
aisle.
aisle. If they clean up the damn aisle. Anyway, what I was going to say real quick is I've seen a lot of kids online doing like AI generated everything for like a TikTok business. Like,
Yeah.
what's the name? What's the logo? What's the, and like, it's pretty crazy.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So if you want to make a Walgreens business, just, we can hop on fucking
All right. Cool.
rock. Okay, great. Everyone have a great week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Peace.